Storytime alive. I had always known my birthmark was unusual, but I never thought it would turn into my worst nightmare. It was a small, raised mole on my forearm that had been there since I was born. One night, I scratched at it and I felt something weird and sharp. I looked down at it and realized something was poking through, so I rubbed it again. I still felt the hard, sharp thing poking through, but this time, I realized how sharp it was. I couldn't believe it, but my finger was bleeding. I tried to squeeze whatever it was out of my mole, but it wouldn't move at all. It didn't hurt or anything, so I figured I would just grab a nail file and get rid of it. I filed at mole and it did the trick. I could still feel that there was something hard in it, but it wasn't sharp anymore. I went about a month without giving it much thought, but then my arm was constantly in pain and it was getting worse. The dull hard piece I filed down had grown longer and it was this weird light yellow color, and it wasn't alone. On either side of my mole, two more hard sharp pieces were growing and sticking through my skin. I started to panic because the two new ones were white and sharp. When I touched them, a pain I've never felt before shot through my arm and went all the way up to my neck. I thought my bones were coming out of my skin. I knew I had to get to a hospital immediately, but I still can't believe everything they told me. While the doctor examined me, she also tried to squeeze the sharp pieces out, but when she did, I noticed her eyes get really wide before she got up and left quickly without saying a word. I never did see her again. I was really confused when a new doctor came into the room and explained that my mole wasn't a mole. It was a tumor that had teeth, spit, and hair. It was alive.